Hello, Gary Champion once again. It's Sunday. Uh, Something in our neighborhood has been happening on weekends. There's a barbecue truck that parks itself at the end of the road. People go down and get barbecue rather than go out to a grocery store or eat out someplace else. It's pretty safe standing in the wind out there. You order it, they put it in a bag, seal it up, hand it to you with gloves on. It's pretty good. It's as safe as anything else, probably. But they've been there 2 weekends in a row. A little colder this week, and not as many people down there. Good warm summer today or spring day. There's a lot of people down there. I was talking to my wife last night, and I think I left something out of a video, or if I put it in there, I don't remember it, or I'm too lazy to go watch my own videos and see what it is. But someone said a couple weeks ago, food riots. So police involved, gear, riot gear, riot gear. Um, I can't get where it's at, but little pockets will break out here before long. Food fights. That's the next great fear. The first big fear was toilet paper or paper products. Paper towels were in there too, and when I got there, there were a little stack of three uh, Kleenex or like boxes there. So the next fight will be over food. Um, Fewer truckers trucking. People are hoarding, of course, but they haven't realized that soon everybody will be aware of the food. The thing with the toilet paper is really started with a thing of the past. It was an old Carson joke about hoarding toilet paper, and everybody the next day went out and hoarded toilet paper. It's the first time that happened, and now it seems to be in a normal. It's a funny thing in some ways. If you have no food to eat, you don't really need that product. Right now, food is not an issue, but it'll only become an issue when people sound the alarm. Hey, there's going to be a food shortage, and then canned goods of all kinds, and everything will be stuck in closets and um, I'm sorry, armed conflicts over food. Destiny. It's um, there is no shortage of food, but people will think there will be. So they'll begin to go to the stores and fill up stuff, and that's when they'll begin to say you can only have 5 cans of beans or whatever. Then there'll be fights. Fights will break out over that. No, just because you have the money to buy 4,000 cans of beans doesn't mean you're going to get them or that you deserve them. Keeping other people from eating because you're selfish. Not you. You're my constituency. People who watch this, we're the opposite. We would share a sandwich with someone. But worldwide, they'll begin to, because there are food shortages everywhere around the world. And soon it'll become a problem when these people get sick and there's nobody to feed them. So it's a aberrational thing in the mind where you think you need something you don't need, but you want to make sure. It's like the doomsday people who go out in the desert and dig these holes and put underground shelters in the middle of nowhere and they stock it with food. And um, It's been going on for a long time. It's not something new. When I lived in Utah, all Mormons had meals ready to eat and water stored. Sort of a requirement of being a Mormon. That's what they told you. You need to buy some MREs and you need to store up a lot of water just in case Armageddon should come. Well, it's been going on forever. The MREs eventually become inedible. They throw them out and the water gets not so good. They throw it out and they refill it. But they're always on guard against something that, let's face it, if you had food and water, you think people wouldn't shoot you or kill you to get it. So what's the point? And if Armageddon comes, whatever amount of food you got in your house, it won't last. Eventually you're out of food. So storing it is it's not an essential part of life, someone's saying very clearly. So I was telling my wife about this food fight thing last night. I heard riot gear, words like that. And I said, I think I did a video about that. She said, you didn't do a video about that. So I thought, well, maybe I better point that out. Don't go out and start hoarding up massive amounts of food. Then there will be a shortage. Then people will be hurting each other. We have lots of food in this country. In other countries, not so much. And we're all interdependent now. We buy our tomatoes from Mexico. We buy stuff from Brazil. We get stuff from England and Australia and everywhere. We're all interdependent. It's like a big bartering system going on. We sell them this, they sell us that. So there is no containment. There is no such thing as, even though you may be staying in your house, we were out to the grocery store yesterday, thousands of people out, cars everywhere. Most people are not. And someone's saying ludicrous, because in my mind I was thinking we're just going to shut the country down. We're just going to shut everything down for 6 months. This guy is a very smart man, but he's a little idiotic. You can't shut a country down for 6 months. You can't do it for more than 2 months. My guess is in the middle of June things will begin to, people are just going to go out and work and do whatever they have to do, because they'll have to do it. So just because in your scientific brain you think we'll just shut everything down, that'd be nice. But again, food shortages, water shortages. Who's going to man the pumps? Who's going to fix things? Who's going to and we got into this thing about, well, the restaurants are shut down, but Walmart's open and Albertsons is open and all these stores are open. What's going on? I said, well, they're essential. You can't shut down essential. You can't shut the police department down. You can't shut the fire trucks down, because there was a fire, some kind of thing the other day, and boy, the sirens went, it was a lot of stuff, and we drove to go get some food, and there they were, a big pile of them. So it's naive to say you can shut the country down. 330 million people, well, the world, billions of people. You can't just say, don't go out. That's in the same line as the very nice lady, the very nice vice president, first lady, who said, just say no. It's a great line. It's greater than let's make America great again. But neither one of them make any sense. People can't just say no to drugs once they're hooked on them. Just don't go out. Just contain yourself. Separate yourself from everybody. Man, it flows right off the tongue, doesn't it? But in reality, it's not going to happen. It's not happening now. It's not happening in New York. The whole city isn't shut down. People they have to shop. They have to work. They have to earn a check. They have to do something. So this lockdown of the United States, it won't last very long. Remember what It's stupid and unenforceable. Oh, we're going to write fines for people who are out of their houses. Good luck with that. Get a big bag full of those little ticket things and just stand there and write them all day, because there's millions of people that are out. Threatening people with fines is stupid. I started to like that word a lot lately. You can't threaten people with a little fine when their kids are hungry. How stupid can you be? Because you're living in the big mansion with all the stuff doesn't mean you can dictate to people what to do. You can say it and it sounds pretty. Just say no. Great slogan. And I believe it. If you just say no and don't do them, then you will recover. I believe that. But someone who's addicted, he just thinks you're talking gobbledygook. Anyway, that's today's video. Here goes a guy walking down the road with this cute little dog. Oh, you're going to tell people, don't walk your dog. Just say, no, Sparky, we're not going walking. Hold that pee. Yeah. I'll see what Sparky thinks about that. He might bite you over it, but he's not going to thank you over it. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.